Hey folks, this is my 83 Honda VF750 or V45 Magna. Just bought it a couple weeks ago. It's an 83 frame. It's an 82 motor because they had replaced the motor at some point, from what I understand. It was driving, rode pretty well, had no problems with it. I've never really driven a motorcycle before of this size, you know, besides dirt bikes and whatnot, but so this is my first foray into, you know, a large cruising bike. But I noticed a lot of rattling and noise and whatnot in the back of the back head here. So, and as well the clutch slave was leaking. So those were two things I wanted to fix. I went ahead and did the clutch slave, but it kept leaking. So there's a, you can see in there, there's a they had already done the chiseled off the lip bit on this one, and the oil seal to the clutch rod was still jacked up and leaking. So figure, well, I'll go ahead and get some new seal, put a new seal for it. Got that on order. Went ahead and adjusted my valves, and I figured, well, since I got that off, I might as well try to clean it up a little bit more. And I decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and start polishing my parts and stuff here. So I've been cleaning them off, and everything had been painted black except for the, you know, this was all black. Radiator were black. So, but I got everything out and off, and these were black as well, the covers. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get everything polished up. I did go ahead and already painted my radiator. Somebody move that. So I've just been painting parts, cleaning it up. Last night I got the battery tray and coolant tank out. I was going to take the auxiliary tank out, but that looks like a pain in the butt for now. So I noticed there were some spots all right along in here were really bad, and I started, you know, had some surface rust and whatnot. So I sanded that down and shot it with some, just really some high temp black right now. I like the color of it. It's not super shiny. It's not flat. This whole area here was really jacked up. I had to sand it down to bare metal, repaint it. And to be honest, I really don't want to remove the motor. I'm taking the exhaust off, by the way. This, I really don't like this either. I'd like to get a 4-into-2 instead of the 4-into-1, but someday. Just decided I think I might go ahead and take the motor out, which means I gotta take the carburetors off. Because I'd like to clean that up. I mean, if the rest of the bike's gonna look nice, and I don't want this nasty looking. And underneath, the bottom's kind of crudded up and whatnot with mess, and I figure I want to get this all cleaned up, and I don't know if I want to paint that or not. There's a cover here, so I should cover it up, but you know, I just figured if I got it this far apart, might as well go ahead and do the right thing and fix it up as best I can, even if I can't get out on the road, you know, the rest of this riding season. So, yeah, I think later today I may go ahead and get this carb out of here. I don't think I have to adjust it, synchronize it after I put it back in. I'm not changing anything on it, just unhooking stuff and putting it back. So, because I don't think there was any problems with it. It ran fine. But then I'll go ahead and take the motor out. I'll be able to clean it up as best I can and get it painted a little bit back on this area. I think I'm going to do that anyway. My first time messing with a bike, so I'm hoping I'm not getting into something I can't get out of. I'd like to be able to ride it someday, you know. All that wiring and mess looks a little daunting, but I've got myself a Haynes manual, and you know, a lot less to deal with here than a car, and I've taken the motor out of a car before, so, and put it back, so I shouldn't have a problem with this. But I gotta get this off still. I'd like to get that, at least this part and the fins here, polished. Keep the rest of it black maybe. So, but you know, I'll try to get some videos as I go along, and hopefully keep track of what I'm doing, so that if I run into any problems, I'll be able to share them. Maybe y'all can share some comments with me that if you see something jacked up I'm doing, or can recommend something better. I think I'm going to replace all my, they have two filters, they have two fuel filters on here. They got one under there, and they had one down here. I don't know what they were doing. Some kind of clear, greenish looking fuel line they've got. But I've got this in stainless coming, and I'm going to run that the entire length. Go back just to the one fuel filter down here. Clear one. Chrome clear one you can see through. So, but I'm gonna try to even do things like the tank here. The tank, you can see some flames on there. It was metallic blue. If you look at my V4 profile on the website, you'll be able to see it was metallic blue with silver and red flames, and those things were blue as well. And I just shot it with some plastic dip for now. I can peel that off. But I'm gonna try to go ahead and paint those as well. I like to do maybe like a nice metallic black, kind of like what I got on my Fiesta ST here. Nice metal flake in it. So I figured with some shining up some chrome and shining the aluminum up, it'll look nice. I'm not looking for anything super awesome, but again, first bike, first time tearing into one. Thankfully I got a friend that's good at this stuff, so if I have questions, I'm sure I can ask him. So, but like I said, you know, leave a comment if you see anything that stands out, or any suggestions, questions. I'd be happy to answer them. Thanks.